Children play among the towering smokestacks. Until recently, this was a common sight in St. John the Baptist Parish, Louisiana. Residents here say the chemicals being churned out by the nearby plants have had major impacts on their health. In recent years, this 85-mile stretch from New Orleans to Baton Rouge has become known by a grim nickname, Cancer Alley. The route has hotspots where the likelihood of contracting cancer far exceeds standard levels recorded by the Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA.
We don't have a clue as to what the effect could be, especially the cumulative effect with chemicals being unleashed on us. We know nothing about them until we begin to die of cancer in such unprecedented numbers.
And this is the source of those chemical emissions, nearby petrochemical plants.
Petroleum can be found in almost every aspect of our daily lives, from food packaging, cosmetics, clothing, even vitamin supplements. All use raw petrochemical materials. But producing this plastic requires burning oil or petroleum, which is a fossil fuel.
This industrial process emits toxic chemicals like chloroprene and vinyl chloride into the air. Residents in the mostly black community of St. John the Baptist have been pushing for environmental justice for several years. And in 2016, the locals banded together to form the advocacy group Concerned Citizens of St. John.
You could be sitting there, all of a sudden everybody's coughing. You got this dry cough. Something is choking you. Just being there, you just start choking. So it's something in the air. It's disturbing to have to live this way and to think our future generation, like this poor little child right here, living right next to the plant. Right next to the plant.
What is it doing inside of us? We don't know.
Health concerns got so bad that in 2021, the head of the EPA, Michael Regan, visited the area.
And we need to determine whether existing law, if followed, is protective enough. So yes, there is a thorough evaluation going on across the board. And the message here to these communities is we have to do better and we will do better.
Following years of campaigning by locals, the government finally acted. Last month, the US Justice Department sued 2 petrochemical companies operating in the area. Japanese company Denka, along with US chemicals giant DuPont, are behind a facility whose emissions authorities say violate the federal air quality law, the Clean Air Act.
And you have such a history of environmental racism in the placement of facilities within the state of Louisiana into communities of color and communities of lower income that it's almost impossible for one not to conclude that there's something wrong there.
The lawsuit is a major victory for grassroots environmental campaigners and marks a significant escalation in the enforcement of the Clean Air Act. Global consumption of plastics continues at a rapid pace, and keeping up with demand continues to have serious impacts on the environment. But armed with clean air lawsuits, residents of small towns in Texas and Louisiana are pushing for some of the plastic giants to take action and to stop jeopardizing the health of both local people and the planet. Andy Hsueh and Sally Jensen for TaiwanPlus.